Hi everyone, today we will discuss about odd numbers and even numbers. Let's have a look on our lesson. What are even numbers? An even number is a number that is divided into two equal groups, and it must have two more important conditions or characteristics. First one is this, that the even number should have the unit value 0, 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. And second characteristic, this number should has a number is divisible by 2 and it has a remainder of 0 upon division by 2. Whenever we will divide the number by 2, its remainder would be 0. Let's have a look on the examples given here. These are 10, 22, 364, 476, 598. These are all even numbers. Now, in these numbers, you can see their last digit means the unit values. The first number 10 is having unit value 0. Second number 22 is having unit value 2. Third number 364 is having unit value 4. Next number is 476 and its unit value is 6. Next number is 598 and its unit value is 8. So these numbers are having unit value 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. And whenever we will divide these numbers by 2, we will get remainder 0. Whenever we will divide 10 by 2, we will get answer 5 and there is no remainder. Means 0 would be the remainder. Same case is with 22. Answer would be 11 and remainder would be 0 and then so on. So all those numbers which can be divided into two equal groups and their unit digits or their unit values means the last digit, they should be 2 or 4 or 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, and they leave a remainder of 0 upon division by 2. These numbers are called even numbers. Now in this chart, there are numbers from 1 till 100 and you can see these blue bars are having even numbers because their last digits or the unit values are 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, and whenever we will divide it by 2, these numbers we will get 0 as a remainder. So these are called even numbers. Next one is odd numbers. Odd numbers are those numbers which are not divided into two equal groups, and whenever we will divide it by 2, the remainder would be 1, and the last digit or the unit value of these numbers are 1 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 9. Let's have a look on the examples given here. 11, 23, 325, 467, 529. In these numbers, you can see the last digits or the unit values are 1. Then in 23, last value or the unit value is 3. 325 is having unit value 5. 467 is having last value or the unit value 7. 529 is having unit value 9. So they are all odd numbers because they are not divided into two equal groups, and whenever we will divide it by 2, we will get remainder 1. Here is a chart given on the left side of numbers from 1 till 100, and in these numbers there are orange bars. All these numbers which are present in these orange bars, you can see their last digits or their unit values, they are 1 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 9. So all those numbers which have such numbers as their last digit or their unit values and they cannot be divided by 2, and if we divide it by 2, we will get a remainder 1. So these are called odd numbers. Next one is an example. This is a number line starting from 1 ending up at 10. It is starting with odd number and ending up at even number. Why 10 is an even number? Because in this 10, the unit value is 0. And if the unit value is 0 of any number, then that number is even number. So 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, 4 is even, 5 is odd, 6 is even, 7 is odd, 8 is even, 9 is odd, and 10 is also an even number. What are the differences between even and odd numbers? Those numbers which are having their unit value 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, and they are divisible by 2 without any remainder, they are called even number. Now have a look on the unit value of all these numbers given as an example. 130, 0 is the unit value, so this is even number. 252, 2 is an even 252 is an even number because the 2 is a unit value. 374 is having 4 as a unit value, so this is even number. 4196, 6 is the unit value, which is an even number. 5018, 8 is the unit value, so this is also an even number. On the right side, odd numbers, those numbers which are having their unit values 1 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 9, so they are called odd numbers, and they are not divisible by 2. And if we will divide it by 2, remainder would be there would be remainder of 1. Okay, in even number there would be no remainder after dividing it by 2, and they will divide it into 2 equal groups. But in odd numbers they will not divide the number into 2 equal groups, and after dividing it by 2, the remainder would be 1. So you can see in the examples given here, list of the examples: 121, the unit value is 1. 203, unit value is 3. 495, unit value is 5. 3807, unit value is 7. 6529, unit value is 9. So all these numbers are having unit value 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So they are called odd numbers. Next is another slide of examples, even and odd numbers. I am going to repeat it again. Even numbers are those numbers which are having their last digit or end in 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, means their unit value would be 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. So these numbers are called even numbers. And those numbers which are ending in 1, 3 or 5 or 7 or 9, or their unit values are 1 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 9, so they are called odd numbers. The next one is also another slide of the examples. There are random numbers: 25, 47, 42, 56, 32. Here 25 is an odd number. Why? Because the unit value is 5. 47 is also an odd number because the unit value is 7. So these are the odd numbers. 42 is an even number because the unit value is 2. 56 is an even number because 6 is the last value, and 32 is also an even number because its last digit or the unit value is 2. So all those numbers which has their unit value 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 or 0, they are even numbers. And those numbers which have their unit value 1 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 9, they are odd numbers. Next, we will discuss about addition and subtraction of even and odd numbers. There are some rules for addition and subtraction of even and odd numbers. Whenever we will add 2 odd numbers, the result of 2 odd numbers would be even. And if we will add 2 even numbers, the result would be even. And if we will add 1 even and 1 odd number, then the result would be odd number. Let's have a look on the examples. 5 plus 3. 5 is an odd number, 3 is also an odd number. Whenever we will add, the result would be even. 3 plus 4, this is an odd number and this is also an odd number. So whenever we will add two odd numbers, it will give you 3 plus 4. 3 is an odd number, 4 is an even number. Whenever we will add an even number and odd number, the answer would be odd. So in addition, whenever we will add even with even number, answer would be even. Let's have a look on this example. 6 is an even number, 4 is also an even number. Whenever they will add together, the answer would be 10, which is also an even number. And if we will subtract these both even numbers, the answer would also be even number. 8 minus 4. 8 is an even number, 4 is an even number, subtraction, and then our result is 4, which is an even number. If we will take two different numbers, one even and one odd, and we will add both numbers, the answer would be odd number. 6 is an even number, 5 is an odd number. Whenever we will add, the answer would be 11. So this result is odd number. And when we will subtract even and odd number, then the result is also odd number. 8 is an even number, 5 is an odd number. When we will subtract, we will get 3. 3 is also an odd number. If we will take two odd numbers and we will add them, then the answer would be even number. 3 plus 9. 3 is also an odd number. 9 is also an odd number. When we will add both, we will get the result 12, and 12 is an even number. Similarly, if we will subtract both odd numbers, then the result would be also even number. For example, here 7 is an odd number, 5 is also an odd number. When we will subtract these both odd numbers, the answer would be 2, which is an even number. So whenever we will add or subtract two even numbers, then the answer of addition and subtraction of two even numbers is always even. And whenever we will add or subtract one even and one odd number, the answer would be always odd. And whenever we will add two odd numbers or we will subtract two odd numbers, the answer would be even number. I hope you understood the concept well. Do not forget to do the reinforcement and practice. Best of luck.